right, so you can kind of see right there what I was doing with that rolling my sweet baby's arms. We might even pick up another lick right like this. Then you'd be in the C position. All right, so just trying to put a little bit of the whole thing out there that I want to show you today. We're going to look at two different pockets. That's going to be one. Okay, we're going to really break that down, because that little pocket's going to be really handy to you in a pedals down position. I do a lot of different things like hitting that C and then coming right off that G position into one in the next chord, and then I'll hit. And so you can kind of see the method beginning to develop. All right, so I know that was a lot of picking right out of the gate there, but I kind of just wanted to tease you a little bit, kind of get your ears to listening to where we want to put this, these couple of licks and a couple of things that I'm going to try to teach you here over the next 8-10 minutes. And so we're going to hang out in the key of G. And first of all, let's just look at this one little thing that I really want you to master. So I'm going to play it pretty fast right now. Okay, so it's so you can kind of look at it in two different phrases. That'd be the first one. Then we're going to come down and go. So it's I did a little variation of it there. Or so putting a little bit of that extra stuff in there, because I know some of you are at different places and you'll be able to master that pretty quick. So let's look at this. First part of it. This is going to be something that I really want you to learn how to play just without even thinking about it. We're going to play the fourth string, for most of you on an E9 setup, a fourth string with the middle finger. And then we're going to come back with the index finger, is what I prefer. And then you're going to hit the fifth string. So that's 4, 5, let off the pedal. So this starts with the pedals down position. Let off that A pedal. I'm playing more the Jimmy Day setup. It's what you see down here. Think of it as in CBA. So A, letting that let off. If you're playing the Emmons setup, you're going to be rocking the other way. And then I hit the sixth string with my thumb, and then I'm going to let the pedal off of that. So we got, and then I'm going to come right back and hit that fifth string again, and then we're going to hit this again. I actually told you wrong there in the very beginning. So we're going to do that little trill motion. So think of this as 6, 5, 6 with the B pedal engaged. And if you haven't ever really practiced that a lot, I mean, just for grins, do something like this. Just start at the 3rd fret, for example, and then just work up every fret. Now that's called practice. And so what the idea is for you to learn this muscle memory thing where you got those fingers going. And you can see my index finger, it's coming back on that fifth string and blocking it. So real slow, that would be. Hear how clean it is? Okay. Now, that may not sound like anything to you, but if you will learn to play that and really get it down without it even bothering you, I mean, because it should, in the beginning, if it's something you don't know, to practice that, it's going to be a lot of work. And until you get the feeling that, oh, I can do this without even thinking about it, then you're ready to move on. So one more time. That's what we want it to sound like. Now, bringing this into context, we've got, so hear that, and then we're going to let it off. So what I just taught you to play, and something you're going to practice over and over, is right there in the middle of that. Hear it? Okay, so this is a little trick, a little sneaky thing. If you learn to do these, I promise you, you're going to turn into a fast speed demon of a picker. And because that's what it's all about, just learning that, to get that little technique on those little small things. So real slow, fourth string, pedals down, fifth string, pedal down, let off the pedal, and then now we're going to do our trill, 6-5-6 with the pedal engaged, then let the pedal off. So let's practice this real slow. Start at the third pedal with the third fret with pedals down. Okay, many of you players are going to already be able to do that. However, what I'm going to challenge all of you to is to get it clean and get it fast. Okay, so that's what I want it to sound like ultimately. Okay, so stop right there and master that. And as you can kind of see, if I'm playing and I'm playing the song there, then watch this. See how I put that right in there? And then, even in the next step, I might even go. And you can see I'm going to start my improvisation with that right there, and that gets me into that rolling pattern. Now we want to go on. We've got that much of it. Now we want to come down 2 frets to the 8th fret and go. So we want this. Okay, so in order to do that, index finger on the 5th string, 8th fret, and then we're going to have the pedal engaged, the B pedal, and we're going to play the thumb on the 6th string. And then that's going to come down and hit the 7th string. And then my index finger is going to be right there ready to hit the 6th string and pedal back engaged. So we got, and then we'll hit the 7th string again. So now we've got, all right, looks like another good place to stop, right? Now we want to, once again, practice this over and over. You get the idea, right? And that's how fast you want to get it ultimately. And you can see watch my fingers really closely. again. And then we're going to hit the 8th string with the thumb. And then you're going to lower that string a half step, depending on what lever you're on there for lowering your E. 8th string lower, and then hit your 10th string B. It's my 9th string because I'm playing more of a universal setup, as many of you know. So we've got now notice the thumb. It takes care of the last 3 notes. So here's something I'd like for you to practice and think about. So if I'm going to play my thumb and hitting that 7th string, and then I'm going to hit the thumb playing the 8th string, hit the knee lever then, and then the 10th string. I mean, you're going to have that thumb working. Okay. So what I want you to do is I want you to practice that for a little bit. And you might just and get that clean, because see, that's such a big part of that. Hear that last 3 notes? And then that really what it's doing there is it's giving that, and that's giving you the round off note. You're coming right into the downbeat of that. So it's I'm sorry. All right. Now, I think that's probably enough for this lesson here today. We're going to come back later, though, just to tease you a little bit, because I want to keep this thought going on these strings. And we're going to kind of learn that pocket right there. And then that's going to apply to every key. And I'm doing that with just the thumb and the index finger. So we'll come back and talk about that later. But for today, that's what we got right there. Okay? And then you're going to learn how to play some variations of that. I'm sorry. And you can kind of see where that's headed. All right. Until next time, keep on picking. Stay in tune.